does not chase hesitation. Wealth does not respond to vague wishes. It responds to clarity. A man without a definite purpose is like a ship without a destination. The engine may run. The crew may be busy. The ship may look impressive, but without coordinates, it circles the ocean endlessly. Burning fuel, going nowhere. That is how most people live. They say they want more money. They say they want financial freedom. They say they want success. But those are not purposes. Those are fantasies. And if that hits you, if you can feel that truth pressing on your chest right now, pause for a second. Drop a comment below and write one word: clarity. Make it public. Make it real. When you declare something publicly, you begin taking ownership of it. A definite purpose is specific. It is measurable. It is emotional. It is backed by decision. If you cannot answer clearly how much you want to earn, by when and why, then your mind has nothing solid to work with. And your subconscious mind is always working. Always. Whether you direct it or not. The human mind is like fertile soil. It grows whatever is planted in it. If you plant confusion, it grows chaos. If you plant fear, it grows hesitation. If you plant clarity, it grows strategy. Most people never consciously plant anything. They allow the world to plant for them. Parents plant fear. News plants scarcity. Friends plant doubt. Society plants limitation. And then they wonder why their income reflects those seeds. If you're listening right now and you are tired of that cycle, make sure you like this video. Not for the algorithm, for you. Let that click be a signal to yourself that you are done drifting. When you have no definite purpose, your mind defaults to survival mode. Survival mode is not creative. It is reactive. It focuses on paying bills, not building wealth. It thinks about this month, not the next decade. That is why years pass and nothing changes. You do not rise above the level of your dominant thoughts, and your dominant thoughts are shaped by the purpose you hold. If that purpose is weak, your results will be weak. Look at anyone who has built significant wealth. Before the money came, the clarity came. Before the recognition, the decision came. Before the results, there was a burning internal direction. They were not wandering. They were aiming. There is power in aiming. When your mind knows exactly what it is working toward, it begins to filter reality differently. It notices opportunities it once ignored. It connects ideas it once overlooked. It pushes through obstacles that once stopped you. Clarity creates intensity. Intensity creates persistence. Persistence creates results, but without a definite purpose, you'll lack intensity. You lack emotional fuel. You will lack the internal fire that keeps you moving when nothing external is rewarding you yet. That is why most people quit. They never truly decided. A definite purpose is not a casual preference. It is not something you think about once and forget. It is a commitment. It is a declaration. It is a contract with yourself. When you decide with precision, something shifts inside you. Your posture changes. Your focus sharpens. Your tolerance for distraction decreases. You stop wasting time on things that do not serve your direction. Right now, ask yourself this. What is your financial target? Not a dream. Not a hope. A number. A deadline. A reason. If you cannot answer in less than 10 seconds, you have found the problem. And if you are serious about changing that, subscribe to this channel right now, because everything we talk about here is about building a mind that builds wealth, not luck, not hype. Structure. You cannot hit a target you cannot see, and the subconscious mind requires specificity. The subconscious does not operate on vague language. It responds to repetition and emotion attached to clear imagery. If you tell it, I want more money, it cannot build a strategy around that. More than what? By when? For what purpose? But if you tell it with emotion, I will earn $250,000 per year within the next 3 years by building scanning your environment for alignment, ideas surface purely appear. Patterns connect, but without that directive, you drift. Drifting is silent. It does not announce itself. It disguises itself as being busy. You may be exhausted at the end of each day and still be drifting. Activity is not progress. Without a defined destination, activity becomes a distraction. And if you have ever felt busy but stuck, write nitrogen monoxide more drifting in the comments. Let this be the moment you draw the line. There is a psychological phenomenon called goal gradient effect. When the brain senses proximity to a clear objective, motivation increases. Effort intensifies as you approach the finish line. But if there is no finish line defined, motivation remains flat. You feel tired because you are working without direction. You feel frustrated because you are expending energy without movement. You feel stuck because your subconscious has no coordinates. And here's the deeper truth. A person without a definite purpose becomes easily influenced. If you do not decide what you want, someone else will decide how you should spend your time. If you do not define your financial goals, advertisers, employers, and social pressure will define your spending. Clarity protects you from manipulation. When you know where you're going, you say no more often. You reject distractions. You refuse invitations that conflict with your mission. You stop negotiating with mediocrity. A definite purpose sharpens discipline. It also builds identity. When you define a clear financial mission, you begin seeing yourself differently. You are no longer someone who hopes to do well. You are someone on a mission, and identity drives behavior more powerfully than motivation ever will. If you identify as a builder, you build. If you identify as an investor, you invest. If you identify as a high earner, you develop high-income skills. But if you identify as someone who's just trying to survive, survival becomes your ceiling. Your subconscious mind aligns your actions with your self-image. That is why clarity is not optional. It is foundational. So how do you define a definite financial purpose? First, isolate the number. Choose a specific income target, not based on fear, not based on what feels realistic, based on what would change your life. Second, attach a timeline. A goal without a deadline is a wish. A deadline creates urgency. Urgency creates focus. Third, define the method. How will you earn it? Through business, investment, skill development, promotion. Be specific. Fourth, define the reason. Why must this happen? Why is it non-negotiable? Your reason must be emotional. It must move you. It must disturb you if it does not happen. Write it down. Read it. Daily visualize it vividly. The mind needs repetition to accept something as reality. When you consistently impress a clear objective into your subconscious, it begins to organize your thoughts and behaviors accordingly. You cannot drift when you are reminded daily of your mission. And if this message is resonating with you, share this video with someone who needs direction. Success grows faster in circles that think clearly. Most people read about success principles once and forget them. That is not enough. Conditioning requires repetition. Just as years of negative messaging shaped your current financial reality, consistent positive direction can reshape it. The difference between those who remain broke and those who build wealth is not intelligence. It is decisiveness. The wealthy decide, the drifting delay. Indecision weakens the mind. Decision strengthens it. Every time you delay defining your purpose, you reinforce a habit of hesitation. Every time you clearly declare your direction, you strengthen your identity as a leader of your own life. Financial struggle is often a symptom of mental fog. Clear the fog. Sit down in silence. Remove distractions. Ask yourself, what do I truly want financially? What level of income would represent growth? What type of work would energize me? What impact do I want to create? Do not censor yourself. This is not about what others expect. It is about what you decide. When you finish, refine it into one powerful statement, a declaration. goal is to invest, your money cannot be spent impulsively. If your goal is to earn more, your skills must expand. A definite purpose demands sacrifice, but sacrifice without purpose feels painful. Sacrifice with purpose feels powerful. That is the difference. Right now, your financial reality is the reflection of your dominant mental direction over the last few years. If that direction has been unclear, inconsistent, or weak, the results reflect that. But the moment you decide with intensity, the trajectory changes. Not instantly, but inevitably. You must understand this. Clarity does not guarantee immediate wealth. It guarantees aligned effort, and aligned effort compounds. Compounding effort is unstoppable. A small daily action taken in alignment with a clear purpose will outperform sporadic bursts of motivation every time. Your mind becomes disciplined when it knows what it is building toward, and discipline builds wealth. The world does not reward scattered energy. It rewards focused force. Laser focus, relentless direction. Define purpose. The tragedy is not that people fail. The tragedy is that they never aim. Do not be busy. Be directed. Do not be active. Be intentional. Do not be vague. Be precise. And if you are ready to stop being vague about your future, subscribe now and commit to learning how to think with precision. The difference between drifting and building is a decision made in clarity. Your financial breakthrough does not begin with money. It begins with a definite purpose. Decide. Write it. Declare it. Live it. And when you do, come back to this moment. Remember when you stopped drifting and started aiming? Your future income is waiting for a clear command.